everybody. This is another part talking about visibility, and here I am on the playground with this dragon kind of monster-looking thing that I'm sitting on. How fun is that? And part of what I know about visibility and the call for all of us to become more visible has to do with feeling safe, and feeling safe to be a child, to be playful, and safe to actually be seen, heard, known, and validated. And so for many of us, safety is a key element in being able to shine brightly and get our message out and be seen for all of the parts of who we are. You know, I really believe until the world really knows that all the parts of ourselves are to be embraced, much as the Native Americans have a thing called soul retrieval, where you're gathering the parts of yourself that have been lost or disenfranchised. We're gathering those gifts back so that we can be visible in the world. It takes courage to be visible. It takes courage to know that you're safe enough to be visible, and that any of the stories that we may have about being visible are worth moving through, so that we can really shine brightly and that we can not only heal ourselves but change the world. I'll tell you one story, especially for our brothers and sisters who are entrepreneurs and healers and change agents and queer folk who might be watching this. But when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, somewhere in there, someone wanted to do a documentary on men who had been sexually abused, and I said yes, I would do that. How I would do it, though, my parents, one of my parents was still alive. Not everybody knew about my sexual abuse story. And so what I did was I asked them if they would change my voice quality and put me in the shadows. And so they were able to do this documentary of myself at the time, at the level at which I was ready to step in and say yes. So it was part of my own healing journey to become more visible. I wasn't ready to be fully visible for who I was, and I had to do some completion work to be able to do that. They did the documentary, and Planned Parenthood would show this documentary every year and have us who had been on the documentary come and teach physicians about sexual abuse and about male-on-male sexual abuse. And it was powerful because they showed the documentary, and by the time I was on the panel, I had already worked through my level of visibility so that I could be seen. And it was very cool to be able to step in and go, wow, this is where I was a year ago, and this is where I'm at now. And then 2 years later to come back and teach physicians again about the aspects of healing sexual abuse within myself and being visible. We all have some stories that we need to bring out of the closet, that you may feel ready to bring out this much or a lot. And you may feel shame, you may feel like you really have to muster up some courage, you may feel like you're small. That's the work for you to pay attention to and have compassion on. So I hope this helps any of you in thinking about step in at the level at which you can step in right now, but stretch yourself even a little bit to be more visible, and the world and you will benefit from that. Thank you, and namaste.